You ever sit there and wonder, no matter what strategy you try, you always end back at zero. At the start of the week, you're confident, but by Thursday, all your confidence is gone. Now you're just back to doubting yourself, doubting the strategy, and doubting even if you could become a profitable trader or not. And you've already tried all of the indicators. MACD, RSI, you've traded ICT, you've traded SMC, you've traded every strategy you can think of, but still, you're not profitable. And you've even bought some Discord memberships, spent $100 there, $100 here, monthly membership, mentorship, but you still can't find a profitable strategy, let alone get a payout. And you're stuck and still inconsistent. Most people fail in trading because of one simple reason. They don't test anything. They take signals from influencers, throw it on a chart, make an indicator out of it, and call it a trading system. And then you go on the chart without an actual system, without any evidence your strategy at all works, and call it a system. That's not a system, that's gambling. If you want to stop losing, you need evidence, you need data. You need a robotic system you could trust, not something that's built off of hindsight trading, not something that's based off of guessing where the market's gonna go. You need a strategy that's proven over hundreds and hundreds of trades, multiple risk-reward ratios, multiple sessions traded, multiple different entries and exits. And the one thing that made the biggest difference for me was backtesting, trading off of actual data. This is what's gonna separate you from amateurs and the pros. And with backtesting, you're not guessing anymore. You're not relying on some random strategy. You're making your own strategy. That's what's gonna differentiate you from everybody else. The score is ridiculous, bro. Anyway, if you want to know more about backtesting, the biggest thing you should understand and number one, learn is that it's going to take time and you need the data. Without the data, you cannot trade anything. Based off the past 5 years of me trading every single day, the best advice I can give you is hop on FX Replay. And no, this is not an ad. Once you're on there, get a 5-day free trial. It's free. If you really need more days, just make a new email account and renew your 5-day free trial. Once you have that 5-day free trial renewed, all you really got to do is spend as much time as you can on the charts. And I know it's gonna be a pain, I know it's gonna be hard, but backtest everything, multiple RRs. By the way, RR is risk reward ratio. For each strategy, I want you to backtest multiple different entries and exits for that same criteria. What I mean, let's talk about in terms of an orb, opening range breakout. What I want you to do, you have a 10-minute market open breakout, risking 2 to make 2 points, risking 3 to make 3. Backtest as many ratios as you possibly can. Eventually, one will be profitable. Now again, don't go backtesting orb. You can put this into anything, but please try and find a robotic, mechanical system. Reason being, the way I'm about to teach you makes this semi-mechanical. And again, what this lets you do is it gets rid of all the fluff. There's no bullshit, no way to fake your results. Either it's profitable or it's not. Now, the next section I'm gonna get into is figuring out whether or not your profit factor is good or not. Now, how do you determine if you have a profitable system or not? The way I do it, number one, is profit factor. Your profit factor determines, in my opinion, and based off of my testing, if you are going to be a profitable trader or not. With that said system, you're backtesting. Now let's move on to the next topic, which is profit factor, which in my opinion, literally makes or breaks your strategy. What is profit factor and why is it so important? Profit factor is the amount of wins. Profit factor is the amount of wins divided by losses. So let's say we have a 1-to-1 RR strategy. That means we're risking 1 to make 1. So for every $200 we risk, we make $200 in return. So if we have in our back testing 100 wins and 50 losses, all you got to do is divide 100 divided by 50. What is that? 2. Your profit factor is 2. Now, if you have different RRs, it's a little different. What do I mean by that? If you are risking 100 to make 200, you don't necessarily divide the wins by losses. Now, this is where the math kind of reminds you of elementary school with all the fractions, and just keep up. If you're risking 1 to make 2, and you have 50 wins and 50 losses, what you have to do is multiply your wins by 2 as well. Because for every 1 you're risking, you're making 2. And if you have 50 wins and 50 losses, you can do 2 things. Either divide the losses by 2 or multiply the wins by 2. Reason being is profit factor is based off of P&L. When you're backtesting, you're not going to look at your P&L. What you are going to look at is your RR, how many wins you have, and how many losses you have. The reason why you don't have to track your P&L is because you can track it after the fact. If you're taking the same RR every single time, you'll know exactly how much you won or lost per trade. And again, if you still can't figure out profit factor, just Google it or go on ChatGPT. It'll do it for you. Now again, backtesting can only take you so far. If you don't apply all the information, the profitable system that the backtest gives you, you're not gonna make money, bro. It's just that simple. You're not gonna get anywhere with your tests. Reason being, you can't stick to your strategy. Why are you not sticking to your strategy? There's one thing you need to do is stick to the rules. Why are you over trading? Now, if you have a profitable strategy, you found it, why would you ever trade anything besides it? Why would you ever break your rules? Why would you ever decide, you know what, today I'm going to trade a different RR? That's not what you're supposed to do. That's not what profitable traders do. That is not what professionals do. What professionals do is they stick to the same exact routine, the same exact RR, same exact entry, same exact exit every single day, day in and day out, like a robot. You need to become a robot. If you're not a robot in this game, you will get nowhere. Understand? I wake up with the intention to take the same exact trade every single day. Do I make mistakes sometimes? Sure. Do I get emotional? Not anymore. You have to look at wins and losses as the same. If you take a win, it is what it is. If you take a loss, it is what it is. You don't care. You shouldn't care. I had to give that for y'all, bro. I had to give you that pull. That was beautiful. That's angelic. That is harmony. And I'm not even in sport mode. I'm in comfort mode and it's that loud. Everyone in like a 4-mile radius can hear me, I promise you. Anyway, the confidence you are lacking within your system will be solved with backtesting. If you know exactly what you're doing every day, day in and day out, when you hop on the charts, you will have pure confidence. You will never, ever be unsure of what to do. And you will always believe in your setup because you're taking the same one every day. Also, not just that, backtesting is a cheat code. You're pretty much taking hundreds and hundreds of trades every single day for the past 6 months to 12 months within a day in real life. So you're trading 12 months of market data in a day. You know, that's the biggest cheat code. I wish they had these platforms when I started trading 5 years ago. My ass was over here backtesting on TradingView. Yeah, TradingView. Imagine that. On the 1-minute chart, I could only go back so far. I could only go back, I don't know, like a month, 2 months if I'm on the 5-minute chart. And this is back then. Now you could backtest 6 months to a year with no issue, easily. So again, please take advantage of this, bro. Please. Not only has backtesting taught me a lot, it's taught my students a lot. I'm gonna pop up pictures right here. Just look at them. These are all my students that have made money with backtesting their own strategies. They don't copy trade me. While yes, some of the Discord students do make money copy trading me. This guy named Derek has made over 10,000 just copy trading me. Yeah, cool, whatever. But the main thing I want to teach you guys is not to rely on just copying me. My whole goal is to teach you guys how to build a strategy, how to build a system, how to understand. Trading is a very lonely game. And if I could be here and help you and be like a little mentor for you guys to tell you what to do and what not to do, I'll do that any day of the week. For example, here's another student right here, Fat Cat, okay? He is 16 years old, okay? He has made $13,000 so far since he started backtesting, finding his own strategy. Now again, was it easy? No. Did it take time? Yes. Did he put in the work? 100,000%. But is it paying off now? Of course. You're going to want to give up. And there are going to be sacrifices you have to make. And there are going to be setbacks you're going to come across. And if you're struggling to backtest a strategy, find a profitable one. It's okay. It takes time. Be patient, please. It took me literally a whole month of backtesting every day to find one of my strategies I use to this day. Also, one more pro tip for all of you that stayed this far. Listen to me when I say this. When you're backtesting and you found a profitable strategy, trade it anywhere from 3 to 6 months. And at that 6-month point, rerun the backtesting all over again. One strategy will not be profitable for over a year, for over 2 years, for a decade. After a decade, every strategy is a flat break-even line. That's why you always have to optimize. You always have to rerun your back test and always understand that the strategy you are trading now, in long term, it is break even, but you are riding the profitable equity curve of that set strategy. If you want me to go more in depth on what I mean by this, let me know, drop comment. And if you guys did enjoy this type of video of me driving the car, talking to you guys on the camera, let me know below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, if you guys want more car content, I have another channel right here. It's called More Darrow. We're at 40,000 subscribers. We're going crazy. I post POV drives on there, motivational drives on there every single week. Sometimes twice, sometimes once a week. Go over there, drop a sub, and I'm going to focus more on day trading on this channel and just giving you guys as much value as I possibly can. And again, I don't want to be that guy that plugs their fucking mentorship at the end of the video, because this shit actually works. And my students have made over $750,000 from this whole system I made of backtesting and finding a strategy and understanding that, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't trade ICT. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't gamble my whole portfolio. Maybe I shouldn't guess on what I'm doing. Maybe I should stop trading ICT. Anyway, if y'all enjoyed, drop a like, drop a sub. Your boy's out. Stay blessed, and see you in the next one. Also, please let me know what type of content y'all want and what topics you want me to talk about in the next video. Peace. Love you guys.